Think passive income needs money to start? You're dead wrong. You're just using the wrong playbook. Most people spend months chasing side hustle hacks that go nowhere. They waste time, money, and energy on outdated methods. But what if I told you I've packed 10 plus zero investment income streams into one actionable guide? It's built specifically for beginners. In this ebook, you'll learn how to start a faceless YouTube channel, discover how to build a profitable blog without hosting fees. You'll also find strategies for an AI-powered affiliate funnel and much more. All these methods require absolutely no upfront spending. These are real, tested methods that work right now. They use tools you likely already have access to, like ChatGPT, Canva, and Google Sheets. This isn't just theory or fluff. It's a blueprint I used myself to generate income. It's already helped others go from zero to earning online consistently. I've bundled everything into this affordable, no-fluff ebook. Your time is too valuable to waste on guesswork and failed experiments. Get the proven path. Hit the link in the description to grab your copy now. It's waiting for you. For less than the cost of a single coffee, you'll unlock over 10 side hustles you can start today. This works even if you're broke, jobless, or just getting started online. Take action right now. Your future income is one simple download away.
Okay, so imagine this. What if your income wasn't, just about the hours you put in? What if you could build something now that, well, keeps paying you tomorrow, next week, maybe even next year while you're, I don't know, on vacation or just busy with life?
That's the dream, right? Earning while you sleep. It's a really powerful idea.
It really is. And that's exactly what we're diving into today.
Yeah, moving away from just trading your time for money and instead creating assets, things that generate income streams on their own.
Exactly. And the online world in 2025, it just makes this seem, well, more possible than ever.
Definitely more accessible.
We found this really great article. It's called How to Make Passive Income Online, 10 Proven Methods That Work in 2025. And it doesn't just talk about the dream. It actually kind of spells out some very specific, actionable ways to maybe make it happen, like right now.
Yeah, it's quite practical. You can think of it as a roadmap almost for navigating this whole online passive income thing this year. It breaks down 10 different strategies.
10 methods.
10, yeah. And it details what they are and, the crucial bit,
Sure.
how you actually get started with them.
Right. So our mission here in this deep dive is basically to unpack those 10 methods for you. We want to pull out the main idea for each one,
Yeah.
touch on the essential steps, point out the specific platforms the article mentions,
Which is super helpful.
and get into those little details that make each one tick. Basically give you a clear map of the territory.
And what's really interesting, I thought, is how the article stresses that this isn't just for, like, tech wizards or finance bros.
Right.
It suggests pretty strongly, actually, that a lot of these are paths anyone can explore. Doesn't matter what you're doing now, student, working full-time, stay-at-home parent. It talks about, achieving financial freedom, getting more flexibility, maybe just some peace of mind. And it even has ideas for starting with, like little or no money up front.
That accessibility part is huge, isn't it? It makes it feel less like some far-off fantasy and more like, okay, maybe these are skills and strategies I could actually learn and build.
Exactly. Less intimidating.
Okay, all right. Let's get into it then. Let's unpack these methods. Where does the article kick things off?
Well, it starts with strategies focused on promoting things other people have created. So the very first one is affiliate marketing.
Ah, right. Affiliate marketing. The basic idea is pretty straightforward, yeah?
Yeah.
You recommend a product, maybe a service you actually use and like.
Yeah. Got to believe in it, ideally.
And if someone clicks your special link and buys it, you earn a commission.
That's the core of it.
And the passive bit comes later, right? Once your review or your video or whatever is out there, pulling people in, sales can happen anytime. You're not directly involved in that final transaction.
Precisely. The income isn't directly tied to your active hours at that point.
Yeah.
The article's path is, first, choose a niche.
Right. Focus. Don't try to sell everything.
Yeah, like fitness or maybe personal finance, could be beauty, something specific.
Yeah.
Then you find and sign up for affiliate programs in that niche.
And they actually name names, which is helpful. Platforms like Amazon Associates.
Yep, for physical products mostly.
ClickBank, which often has digital stuff, right? and impact, which seems to cover a lot of different brands and categories.
Right. So once you're approved for a program, the main work starts creating the content. Blog posts, maybe reviews on social media, YouTube videos, whatever fits the niche in your style.
Yeah.
The goal is to bring people in, provide value, and naturally guide them towards those affiliate links.
So consistency is key there, building up that content library that keeps attracting visitors over time. That's where the passive potential grows.
Exactly. And they even mentioned tools to help, like Canva for making graphics, maybe even the free version.
Oh yeah, Canva's great.
Or Bitly for shortening and tracking your links. Just leveraging tech to make it smoother.
Okay, so that makes sense. What's next on their list? It flows nicely from creating content, I bet.
It does. The second method is selling digital products. The source actually calls this a gold mine.
A gold mine, really? Why's that?
Well, the logic is pretty simple. You create the product once, maybe an ebook, a course, a template.
Oh, okay. Like things you can download.
Exactly. And you can sell it over and over, potentially infinitely, without ever worrying about inventory or shipping.
Right. Like printable planners or maybe those Notion templates people sell. Spreadsheets even.
All of those.
Yeah.
If you've got expertise or maybe design skills you can package up digitally, that's powerful.
And platforms for this?
The article suggests places like Teachable or Gumroad, especially if you're doing courses or maybe some simple software.
Yeah, okay.
Or Etsy, if it's more visual stuff like those printables or design templates.
Gotcha.
And the passive appeal is really obvious there, isn't it? Once the product's made and listed, the upkeep is usually pretty minimal.
Yeah, totally. So if you like creating things, but the idea of dealing with boxes and postage makes you want to run away.
Haha, yeah.
Digital products could be a really good fit for you.
Definitely something to consider. Okay, moving on from specific products to maybe building a whole platform. Method 3 is starting and monetizing a blog.
Ah, the classic blog. Still relevant in 2025.
Apparently so. Often seen as like a foundational strategy for online income.
Okay, so similar to affiliate marketing, you need a niche, right? Something people are actually searching for, maybe travel or personal finance like us, or self-improvement seems popular.
Exactly. Find that audience.
Right.
And the article specifically recommends WordPress as the platform to build the actual website on. Very common choice.
Right. And how do blogs make passive income, according to the source?
It mentions a few main ways. Display ads are a big one.
Yeah.
Using services like Google AdSense.
Okay, the ads you see on websites.
Yep. Then integrating those affiliate links we talked about earlier. So writing content that naturally includes recommendations.
Makes sense.
And also sponsored posts. That's where brands pay you to write about their product or service.
Got it. But how does that become passive? Writing blog posts sounds like active work.
Well, the key passive element they highlight is SEO, search engine optimization.
Ah, getting found on Google.
Exactly. It's about making your content easily discoverable by search engines. If you do SEO well, your old blog posts can keep attracting visitors thousands, potentially month after month, even years later.
And those visitors see the ads, click the affiliate links.
Generating revenue automatically long after you've hit publish. That's the passive engine.
Okay, that makes sense. SEO is the long game there. What's method 4?
Okay, this one builds on content creation but shifts to video. Method 4 is YouTube automation, or faceless channels.
Ooh, faceless channels. That sounds intriguing. What's the deal there?
It's basically about making money on YouTube, through ads, affiliate links in the description, maybe sponsorships.
But without showing your face. Or even using your own voice.
Exactly. That's the faceless part. The article mentions niches where this works well, like videos compiling motivational quotes.
Oh, I've seen those.
Or maybe videos explaining health facts or simple finance tips, often just using text, stock footage, and graphics.
Huh. So how do you make that passive or automated?
That's where the automation comes in. The source points to tools it names Pictory and InVideo as examples.
Yeah. Okay.
They can help you generate these videos pretty quickly, maybe from a script or even an existing article. It streamlines the creation process significantly.
Wow. That's a really interesting example of how tech is like lowering the barrier for content creation and enabling that passive side. Very cool.
Yeah, it's a different way to approach video. Now, speaking of leveraging tech for creation, number 5 is print on demand, or POD.
Right, POD. So this is where you come up with designs, maybe logos, cool illustrations, catchy text.
Yep.
And you put them on things like T-shirts, mugs, phone cases, posters, stuff like that.
Exactly. And the key is the platforms mentioned, like Redbubble, Teespring, Printful.
Okay.
They handle everything else.
Yeah.
Upload your design, and when a customer orders, say, a T-shirt with your design.
The platform prints it
Correct.
and ships it.
Correct. They handle production, shipping, customer service. You don't touch any inventory. You just collect a royalty for each sale.
That's brilliant. So no upfront cost for stock, basically.
Right. The article emphasizes it's often free to start. And it even suggests design tools like Canva again, or another one called Kittle to help people create designs, even if they're not, professional graphic artists.
So if you're creative, have some fun ideas for merch, but the thought of managing inventory and shipping logistics sounds like a nightmare.
Which it can be.
Then POD seems like a really solid option. Upload the design, and then it's pretty hands-off, income-wise.
Potentially, yes.
Yeah.
Once the design is up and discoverable. Okay, shifting gears a bit now, away from content creation directly. Method 6 touches on investing, but with an online angle. Investing in dividend-paying stocks or ETFs.
Okay, so this isn't creating something online exactly.
Not creating, no, but the article includes it because, well, nowadays you manage these investments mostly through online apps, right? On your phone, even.
True. Very accessible.
So it has that online, potentially passive management feel. Platforms like Robinhood, Wable are mentioned, and Grow, specifically for the Indian market. These apps make it easy to buy shares in companies that pay dividends, or in ETFs.
ETFs, those are the exchange-traded funds, right? Like baskets of stock.
Exactly. Baskets of stocks or bonds. And the passive income is straightforward. The companies distribute some of their profits back to shareholders as dividends.
Like getting a little check periodically just for owning the stock?
Essentially, yeah. And the source makes a key point about reinvesting those dividends.
Ah, compounding.
Precisely. Using the dividends to buy more shares, which then generate more dividends and so on. It builds over time. It does require capital to start, obviously.
Yeah, sure, you need money to invest.
But once the investment's made, the income stream itself is passive.
Okay. Interesting to include that alongside the more creative methods. What's number 7? Back to content.
Yes, back to content and audience building. Method 7 is creating and monetizing an email newsletter.
Newsletters. Seems like they've had a real resurgence.
They really have. Building that direct email list, that connection with an audience, is seen as super valuable.
Yeah, you own the list, unlike social media followers.
Exactly. The article highlights platforms to manage it all, like Substack or Beehive.
Heard of those. They seem popular.
Yeah, user-friendly. Some have good free options to start.
Yeah.
And MailChimp, too, the older established choice, also with freemium plans.
Okay, so you build the list. How do you make money from it passively?
Well, once you have engaged subscribers, you can monetize in a few ways mentioned. Affiliate promotions, recommending products, again, tying back to method 1.
Right.
Sending sponsored emails where brands pay to reach your audience. Or selling your own stuff directly, like digital products or services, to your list.
Ah, okay. So if you enjoy writing or just curating interesting information on a topic you're passionate about.
Yeah, and building that community feel.
A newsletter could be a really good avenue. The income becomes more passive as your list grows and you automate some of the mailings, right?
That's the idea. Consistent value leads to list growth, which fuels the monetization. Okay, number 8 is another creative one. Selling stock photos or AI art.
Stock photos. Okay, so if you're a photographer or maybe a digital artist.
Yep. You upload your work to stock photo platforms.
Like Shutterstock, Adobe Stock, those kinds of places.
Exactly those. The article mentions them, and also Creative Fabrica. And every time someone licenses and downloads one of your images, you get a small payment, a royalty.
Okay. Passive because you upload it once and it can sell many times.
Right. But here's the really interesting 2025 twist the article points out. Many of these platforms now accept high-quality AI-generated art.
Whoa, really? So you don't even need to be a photographer or traditional artist anymore?
Potentially, no. If you can get good at using AI art generation tools, this opens up that whole stock image art market. You can create visuals and potentially earn passive income from them.
That feels like a pretty big shift, actually. Makes it much more accessible.
It really does. Okay, next, we move into something more community-focused. Method 9 is monetizing a niche Telegram or WhatsApp group.
Like a private chat group. How does that work for passive income?
It's less about broadcasting content widely and more about building a really dedicated, engaged community around a super specific topic.
Okay.
The advice is usually to start by growing a free group first, providing real value, getting people talking.
Build the community before you try to sell things.
Exactly. Then once you have that core group, you can introduce monetization carefully, maybe through affiliate promotions that are highly relevant to the group's interest.
Like recommending a specific tool or resource.
Yeah. Or offering a paid upgrade maybe for more premium content or access to a smaller, more exclusive subgroup.
Like a VIP section?
Kind of. Or even allowing relevant businesses to post sponsored messages.
Gotcha. And the article mentions specific niches where this works well.
Yeah, things where people really want specific info or support, like finance or crypto trading groups, or even groups focused on preparing for specific exams. It leverages the power of a tight-knit, focused community.
Interesting. Very different from a blog or YouTube channel. All right, what's the last one? Number 10.
Okay, number 10 brings us right back to leveraging cutting-edge tech, specifically AI. It's about using AI tools to build and sell no-code tools.
Whoa, okay. Build and sell tools. That sounds complicated. And no code.
That's the key part, the no-code. The article explains there are platforms now, it mentions Flowise AI and Glide as examples,
Right.
that let you create simple applications, maybe chatbots or small productivity tools, without needing to write traditional programming code.
Seriously. So what kind of tools are we talking about?
Well, the ideas they float are things like maybe an AI resume writer that's tailored for a specific industry,
Oh, niche. Okay.
or a simple calculator for a very specific financial situation, or maybe like an Instagram caption generator that fits a certain brand voice. Little targeted solutions.
Then you can sell these?
Yeah, potentially sell them on marketplaces or directly.
Yeah.
The idea is find a specific need, use these accessible AI and no-code platforms to build a simple solution, and then other people might pay for it.
That is fascinating. So it's like creating a digital product, but the product is a functional tool, and you don't necessarily need to be a coder to build it.
Exactly. It's more about the idea, the problem solving, and leveraging the available tools.
Wow. Okay, so that's 10 methods. It's quite a range, isn't it?
It really is.
Mm-hmm.
Looking back, we've gone from, writing content, creating videos and art,
Yeah, building communities, using platforms like POD.
to strategic investing, and even building these little AI or no-code tools. It covers a lot of ground.
And a recurring theme seems to be that many of these offer ways to start without, like, a huge investment, right? Or without quitting your day job immediately.
Yes, the article definitely emphasizes that potential for accessibility,
Yeah, right.
but, and this is the big but they stress,
Mm-hmm.
while that earning while you sleep idea sounds amazing, almost magical,
Yeah, the dream.
the reality for every single one of these methods is that they require work up front, sometimes a lot of work.
Right. It's not instant or effortless. It takes initial time or effort or learning new skills, maybe putting in some capital for investing.
Exactly. You have to build the thing first, the blog, the channel, the product, the portfolio, before it can start generating income more passively.
So it's not zero work. It's more like front-loaded work, strategically building an asset.
That's a good way to put it. You build the asset, and then the asset works for you, freeing up your time later.
But the article argues that pay off the potential for financial freedom, that flexibility is totally worth pushing through that initial effort.
It does. It frames it as a worthwhile investment of your initial time and energy. And they wrap up with a really practical piece of advice, actually.
Right, yeah. What's the final takeaway?
It's simple, but I think really important. Pick just one.
Focus. Don't try to do all 10 at once.
Exactly. Pick one method that resonates with you that seems achievable for your situation, and then commit to it. Be consistent for 90 days.
90 days, 3 months.
Yep. The article basically says if you put in consistent effort on one of these paths for 90 days, you are very likely to start seeing some real tangible results.
That makes a lot of sense. Trying to juggle too many would probably mean you don't make progress on any of them. Focus feels key.
Definitely.
Okay, so thinking about all these different paths we've just walked through, these 10 ways to potentially build online passive income, which single one, maybe just hearing about them today, kind of sparks something for you? Which one feels like something you could actually see yourself committing to consistently for just those 90 days?